What's up, BST? We're going to look at one of my favorite glute activators. This is perfect for prepping for any type of really glute-driven movement. So, as a kettlebell coach, I can't tell you how great this is if you're going to be heading into a set of swings. This is a perfect way to get your glutes primed. So as you finish the motion, you're pushing through with your glutes, and you're not starting to depend on things like, dominating with the hammies and the lower back. So let's take a look at what this is going to look like. Okay, I'm going to pause it here because what I want to show you is this is actually a bad bridge. I'm doing this on purpose. This is what a normal bridge looks like when I see people trying to do these things. And what I want to point out is if you look at a bridge should be from my shoulders to my hips to my knee, a straight line. And obviously from knee to ankle, that's a straight line too. If that's bent, then go to the hospital. But what I'm doing here is I'm actually hyperextending my lower back, so you can't really see it. But if you were to actually see the shape of my spine, what I'm kind of doing is I'm kind of doing this, and then I'm coming down. So my lower back is shot up, so I'll be generic and say I pushed my belly button up rather than my hips. So what I want to do is I want to show you a way you can work into the bridge without your lower back and your hamstrings trying to dominate the movement. Again, these are two two bad bridges, so these are what you should not do. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ball. I'm using an orb. You can use a tennis ball, any kind of ball, anything that you can pretty much put right below your lowest rib. And I'm going to take, in this case, my close leg, my right leg, and I'm just going to hook it. So these are called hook bridges. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the ball there, and now I'm going to work on a single leg bridge, and I need to not drop the ball. So the whole point of this is literally don't drop the ball. You're going to bridge, bring the ball with you. So I'm going to show you what happens if I do it wrong again. My lower back is going to try to hyperextend, and when I do that, you'll see right away that even though my hips are going up, my back is what's moving, not really my hips. So watch this. Okay, so I'm going to play that back really, really slowly. As I start to bridge up, I'm pushing. So far, so good. So far, so good. Then right about here, you can see that rather than me driving my hip up, again, I'm trying to stay on a straight line here. What's going to happen is I'm going to start pushing my belly button up, and when I do that, naturally my knee is going to shift this way, and when it's all said and done, boom, the ball is going to fall. So again, if the ball falls, there's really no, well, my body type is different. No, what it means is you lifted with your lower back, not your glutes. So again, the ball falls, bad. Pretty simple. Okay, let's take a look at this. Right here, I'm doing it correctly. You can see that I'm keeping this knee, that hip is biting down on the ball, or we'll say it's hooking the ball. From here, knee through shoulder, this is a nice straight line. You can see my belly button didn't shoot up. This is a correct cook, or let's say a cook hook or a hook bridge. So from here, I bridge, I bring the ball back down with me. I'm going to reset it, punch through. And for some of us, depending on how tight your hips are, you might be so tight that you actually can't even go into a full extension. You might be somewhere around here. If that's the case, that's okay. As long as the ball doesn't fall, you know that, well, at least I'm still lifting with my glute. Again, even if you can go higher but the ball falls, that extra height you got had nothing to do with your glute. That was your back moving. So again, just to show you the straight line, knee, shoulder, that's it. That's my bridge. I don't need to go any higher. My hips cannot go any higher than that. If any extra movement means my lower back is hyperextending, and especially if you have lower back pain, that's going to cause you some significant problems. So what I'm doing here is, if you're more of a visual person, you need sort of a something to sort of interact with. You can take a broom handle. I have an FMS stick right here, and I'm going to lay it right in the crease between my shoulder and my chest, and then the other end is going to be right up on my knee. And this is going to be my target. What I'm trying to do is push my hip up to that line, because if you look at when I start to bridge through, I start to push, 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 push. I'm still leaving the ball where it is. I can't go any higher. This is it. So this is a nice little feedback mechanism if you're sort of, the kind of person like I am that needs that. And again, I want to show you what a bad one looks like. So I took the ball away because I know it's going to fall. If I leave the dowel there, I start to push, push. You can see that my hips have gotten there. Then right about here, you can see my belly button has actually shot a lot higher than the dowel. My back is just a giant arch. It's hyperextended, and even though I look like I got way higher into it, my hips didn't do anything extra. All I did is I took my back, went from here to here. Oh, no, right. There we go. There's our swiggle line. Okay. So this is a great one to practice. Again, if you are doing swings, deadlift, anything where you need to finish with a strong hip extension or basically squeeze your butt at the top, I cannot tell you, this will really change the finished product of your movement. Give it a shot. I would recommend doing these things before, not after, before swings, squats, deadlift, anything else you can think of. So give it a shot, see how it goes.